Hey guys, so I've been sick for a couple of days, so please excuse, I guess, how rough I look around the eyes and my voice. But anyway, so I managed to try to put on a little bit of makeup today. I probably didn't succeed. I never succeed. But anyway, on to the video. So stay tuned. Okay, so I have this friend, right? And over the years, we've kind of just grown apart from each other, but we still know of each other, okay? Her life took off in a different way. Mine never really took off, and that's that. And here recently, over the past few days, I have been feeling these really strange feelings, and I wanted to share it with you guys because this is like you guys are my only friends, and there's not many of you. But anyway, she just recently had a baby, and she just recently got married, and those two life circumstances really bothered me, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I'm a problem solver. When there's something in front of my face, I try to figure it out so I can go on to the next next level in life. And I couldn't figure out why this was bothering me. So I took each individual situation separately, and I questioned myself. I said, okay, Scar, that's what people call me. You know, my name is Scarlett, but people call me Scar. And I was like, Scar, and I asked myself individually, I said, do you want a baby? Do you want children? And the answer has always been no. I've known that ever since I was 19 years old, and that's been a good minute ago, that I've never wanted children. I don't even desire to adopt children or even, be with a man and that already has children and to be a stepmom and stuff like that. I don't desire that lifestyle. Now, don't get me wrong. I love newborn babies. There's nothing like watching a newborn baby, kick in its little blanket, and stretch, and I can goo and coo and gaw over a newborn baby all day long, but I don't want to bring that home. I don't want a lifestyle. I don't want the mother lifestyle. But yet it was still bothering me, okay? She just recently got married, and it's only with this one friend, and we're not even close. I don't even know her cell phone number. We're not close, right? And she just recently got married, and I couldn't stand that. And it's not the fact that I was jealous of her. It was just these feelings that were coming up with me. And I just couldn't figure this out. So I dug a little bit deeper, and I thought, when people have children, or when they get in relationships, or when they even marry, or just whatever their circumstance is, that is implementing love. It implements undying, perpetual love. And that's something I don't have in my life. And I figured that out. And I thought, it's not so much when I see someone getting married, I want to run out and find a man and get married, or when I see someone having a baby, I don't want to run out and have a baby. I mean, it would just be not a very good situation if I physically had a child, but I'll get into that in another video. So, I'm not financially stable. I'll never be financially stable. I'm poor. I couldn't buy popcorn at a ball game, boo-boo. But all these feelings are bothering me. And I thought, those life situations implement love. And I reflected that back on my life, and that's something I don't have. I don't mean to sound really dramatic, but I don't have anyone or anything that I can sorry, that I can wake up for or toward. I don't have that. I've just never met anyone, and it really bothered me, to see people my age, getting married or having children. That bothers me, but it's rooted in a deeper feeling. It's just because I don't have someone that loves me. I don't have someone that I love. It's just coldness around me, I have family that loves me, but you know what I'm trying to say. I wake up alone, I go to bed alone, and after a while that really gets to a person. And, a lot of people, I have severe depression and horrible anxiety. I'm on medication for it. It takes the edge off of it, but it doesn't take it away 100%. It's just something that I deal with and try to have to cope with throughout my life. So and it comes in ocean waves, like at different phases in my life, or different people come in and out of my life. It sets certain things off inside of me, and I'm very self-destructive in my emotional behavioral patterns. Something that I shouldn't give my energy toward, I'll give my energy toward, and then I'll have a mental breakdown 2 days later, stuff like that. And what would always really bother me when I was a child? We would always watch the ball drop on the television in Times Square, and the little tune that they play, do 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 do, and what? Yeah, video. I'm cold as crap. No, I'm not really. I just don't like to be disturbed. And that really would bother me, because when the confetti would fly, and a new year and new love and people being with each other and kissing, that would always really bother me as a child. And I've always wanted to experience New Year's in Times Square. I don't know why, but it just feels like my heart belongs up there, And then I was thinking the other day, if I had money to get up there and spend New Year's, in Times Square, I stand there in the crowd, in a sea of people, and I'll be alone. So it doesn't matter where I'm at or what I do, I'm always alone, and that really bothers me. I mean, do you guys feel the same thing? I don't know, it just really set me off to see her having, a child, and so happy and fulfilled in her life, and I don't feel that way. But I know that I don't desire, like, I could go out right now and have a baby. It's not that hard, boo-boo, but I would come home and, you raise it, but I still feel that emptiness. It's because I don't have a life partner. I don't have a companion, a lover. I don't have that. And that's all that I want in life. It's all that I desire, and a lot of people say, oh, once you do fall in love, you'll change your mind and you'll want to have his babies and stuff like that, but it would be very unhealthy and very destructive if I physically had a child. I can't even raise a child, because that's another episode for another video. I'll get into that later. I don't want to calculate myself as like being really, really crazy, but there's just certain people that don't need to have children in their life, and I'm one of those people, whether it be adoption or popping them out on your own. I can't. It's whatever. And I'm one of those people that I think ahead, like 5, 10, 15, 20 years down the road, and I get really nervous about it, and I'll have anxiety attacks, and I'll just go into a fit almost. I have this image of sitting around the dinner table with like 10, 15 people of my boyfriend's family, just sitting there, and maybe his brother or his sister would say, wait till you two have children, and I couldn't sit there and be silent, because that's a lie. You can lie and not even open your mouth if you go along with something, and I would have to say, we really don't want children, or I'm not interested in having children of my own, and my family supports me. As long as I'm happy and being safe, they don't care. They support me. So, but that's not with every family. What if I marry into a family that I have in-laws that pressure me? You know how sometimes the mother-in-law will pressure you to have, like, give us grandbabies and all that crap, and it's too much. It's too much on my nerves, my emotional level. I can't handle stuff like that, and I would just sit there and I could imagine their faces, and calling me selfish, or you'll change your mind later, and no, I'm an adult, I know what I want, I've known it since I was 19 years old, and I have anxiety attacks about falling in love with a man that may not want children right now, but what if he changes his mind 5 years down the road after dating me? That's going to be a horrible breakup, because I'm not having children. I don't want that in my life. I don't want that lifestyle. And I feel like I'm going to live a very lonely life, because most men, once they grow up a little bit, they want children. And, girls, as a rule, they want children ever since they're 12 or 13 years old, playing with their baby dolls, I used to pop the heads off my Barbie dolls and throw them up in the tree naked. That's another video, right? I know. And I would never be mean to anyone. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I just thought it was funny. Let's tear the heads off Barbie dolls and throw them up in the tree, you know. I called it my art. I called it art. I was like, hey, come and look at my art outside. They're like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Get those things down. I'm like, what's wrong, you know? But no, I'm not a violent person. I would never hurt anyone or anything. I don't know why I'm getting off on this tangent, because you guys don't believe me now because of the episode with Barbie dolls, but it would just be very unhealthy if I did have children. Because it's a total lifestyle change. It's an emotional change. It's a financial change, you know, and if it takes a very strong person when you're mentally capable to handle it, you know, it's exhausting, you know, and much less someone that, with me, that I suffer with a lot of things, and I'll get to another, I'll tell you about that in another video. And I don't know, and I just have this image of like, one day if I was like in a relationship and I was kissing my boyfriend, you know how girls, you know how you sit on your man's lap, you know, one leg on this side, one leg on that side, you know, you're just on your man, right? Yeah. My pony. I love that song. But anyway, you're just on your man, and he up and says in the middle of like this wonderful, beautiful, passionate kissing session, God, I can't wait till we have our own children. I can't wait to have babies with you. I'd be like, whoa, you know. I would immediately probably get up, you know, put my shoes on, and I would probably leave, you know, because it's not going to work, you know. Why even date me if you want children and you know that I don't, you know. And I worry about that. I worry about falling in love and having my heart being opened up, only to 6 or 7 years down the road, he changes his mind and I'm still the same person. And my heart's going to be broken and I'm going to be alone at the end of the day. So I worry about stuff like that. I know it's really, really, you know, immature and just, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, if the shoe fits, wear it, Cinderella. But why does this freaking happen? Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. That was just whatever, phone call, family member. But yeah, I'm just really I'm really lost in my life. I mean, I know what I want. I know what I want from a man. Bad usage of words. I know what I want out of relationship and stuff like that. No kids, you know, I don't want to adopt or anything like that. But I feel like because I'm so hardcore about that, I'm going to lose maybe the love of my life, you know, because most people change their minds, but I've never felt maternal inside. I've just never felt that. And I hope and pray to God, you know, that he sends me, you know, a guy that's like myself. Pathetic. Truly pathetic. But I just hope that life can give me an exception. I just hope that I just want a life partner. That's all I want. You know, someone to love me and to really be with me until one of us dies. You know, just I want to give my heart to someone, and I want him to give his heart to me, and I don't want to be like, I know I sound really selfish, but you know, I've never had love before from a life partner. And you know, people jump into these relationships, they, you know, become someone's daughter, and then they become someone's wife, and then a few months later they become someone's mother, and then they lose who they are. I've never found who I was, and I don't know, it's just, I just feel like I'm at a dead end, because what man is going to want me that doesn't want children? Not even adoption or to be a stepmom, much less have them like of our own. What man wants to be with a woman like this? Much less, is his family going to support us in our decision and be like, well, if you two don't want children, then that's fine with me. What kind of family is like that other than mine? You see, I don't know. It just, to me, it's embarrassing when people would, like, I would imagine, at a family barbecue and joke about, isn't it time you two pop out a few children, like, to me, that would embarrass me. I would blush so bad. Like, I don't even want to talk about it, because it makes me feel really uncomfortable, because I don't know, sometimes it's almost like I'm a man inside. Like, I don't feel maternal. I don't feel like I would enjoy carrying a child or raising a child. I don't feel none of that. And thank God for birth control. But I don't know, I just feel like I'm super weird and kind of like a freak, and not like the cool freaks, like freaks. Like, I just feel like I'm a true outcast, and I'll never have anyone, There's a poem that I want to read to you guys. I'll have to pull it up over here on my MacBook. So I'll shut the camera off one more time, right? And I want to read it to you guys. It's my favorite, all-time favorite poem by the late Maya Angelou. It's called In and Out of Time. And I cannot wait to read that to you. Sometimes that poem really helps me to, I don't know, it's like it helps me to be hopeful for the future. And it really touches my heart. So I'm going to shut the camera off. Stay right there. Don't walk away. Don't walk away, boy. Don't walk away by Jade. I love that song. God. But anyway, hold on. So, yeah. First of all, I would like to do a disclaimer. I am so sorry about my hair. I haven't picked it out in days. I know it looks rough. You don't have to come for me in the comment section. But I've been sick. So just go with it, right? My hair, okay? Anyway, the poem. This poem really touches my heart, and sometimes I just play it, on YouTube and have people read it out to me. I just close my eyes and it takes me into another world. The poem by the late Maya Angelou, In and Out of Time. The sun has come, the mist has gone. We see in the distance our long way home. I was always yours to have, and you were always mine. We have loved each other in and out of time. When the first stone looked up at the blazing sun, and the first tree struggled up from the forest floor, I had always loved you more. You freed your braids, gave your hair to the breeze. It hummed like a hive of honeybees. I reached in the mass for the sweet honeycomb there. God, how I loved your hair. You saw me bludgeoned by circumstance, lost, injured, hurt by chance. I screamed to the heavens, loudly screamed, trying to change our nightmares into dreams. The sun has come, the mist has gone. We see in the distance our long way home. I was always yours to have, and you were always mine. We have loved each other in and out, in and out, in and out of time. That's the poem. I don't know why, but I feel so... I love the line about the hair. You freed your braids, gave your hair to the breeze. It hummed like a hive of honeybees. I don't know why, but I've always been a lover of hair, to see it blowing in the wind and the passion and the fire. I don't know why, but I've always been such a divine lover of hair, and I feel so personal with that line, I love that line. It almost brings tears to my eyes. When the first stone looked up at the blazing sun, and the first tree struggled up from the forest floor, I had always loved you more. You freed your braids, gave your hair to the breeze. It hummed like a hive of honeybees. I reached in the mass for the sweet honeycomb there. God, how I loved your hair. It's my favorite line in the poem. I don't know why, it feels personal to me, like there's this undertone connection. I haven't figured it out yet, but maybe I will someday. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. So it's some of my feelings and my thoughts, so hope you have a great day. Stay blessed.